This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us.
They're about to see. They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year. No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year. No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
APNvideo.com is on the air, and today we're coming to you from Horizon High School in Phoenix as the 10U Ridge Junior Mountain Lions take on the Anthem Jaguars. It's a beautiful but warm afternoon here in the Valley of the Sun. And alongside Eric Anderson, I'm Jeff Lowry. Coming into the game this year, as we go into week number 3, Anthem comes in with a record of 2 wins and no losses. The Ridge Mountain Lions come in with a record of 1-1. Eric will be back with all the exciting play-by-play action coming up next on APN.
No idea what they're about to see.
Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry out here at Horizon High School out in Scottsdale, 56th and Greenway. This school opened in 1980. 83 degrees, expected to get to 90 this afternoon up here in Scottsdale. This is the first of 3 ball games this afternoon. Today, the noon ball game as the captains meeting at home or at midfield, 10 and under. The Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions out of Glendale, they're 1-1 against the Anthem Jaguars, 2-0. The Mountain Lions in the maroon and the white and the red is Anthem. Anthem, a planned community up north of I-17 up in North Phoenix. And winning the toss was the Mountain Lions. They deferred to the second half, so Anthem will get the ball first. Again, Anthem in the white and the red, and the Glendale Junior Mountain Lions out of Glendale 1-1. They deferred to the second half. The head coach for the Mountain Lions, Danny Vinculato, he is not here today, so the acting head coach is Alex Myrick. Offensive coordinator for the Mountain Lions, Rick Holly. Jack McAvoy, the defensive coordinator, linebacker. Also coaches Che Manis, Austin Newcomb, and Trey Hicken. Team manager Lori Skelton and the photographer Kaylor Lackey. For the Anthem Jaguars, again, they're 2-0. The head coach and defensive coordinator is Mike Sullivan. Stephen Claiborne, assisted by Zachary Herrera and Nolan Sales. So just about set to get things kicked off here in Scottsdale, right around the Kierland area. It is the first of 3 ball games, 83 degrees. It is week 3 here of the lineup here. And again, deferring to the second half, the Mountain Lions, and the ball on the tee. Christian Alkis, he's also going to be the quarterback wearing number 84. And back deep for Anthem, number 10, Croy Willing and Peyton Contreras. Willing here on the near side, Contreras on the far side, and Alkis all set to kick off for the Junior Mountain Lions. They do a lot of onside kicks. In fact, last week, 6 of the 9 kicks for the Junior Mountain Lions were onside kicks. So the Jaguars out of Anthem going to have to be on their toes for potentially an onside kick here at Horizon High School. So Alkis all set to kick off, and this one he drills, and this is going to be picked up around the 31-yard line, and racing to the near side here is Willing. Gets to the outside over the 45, cuts it back over midfield down the near sideline. He's off to the races. They claim he did not step out of bounds, and let's see where they're going to mark him. They're going to give him the touchdown. It'll go for 69 yards, and they didn't mark him out of bounds, so a 69-yard kickoff return, the opening kickoff for Croy Willing, and the Jaguars leading at 6-0 here after an opening kickoff return of 69 yards by Croy Willing. So 4 10-minute quarters, and it's now 6-0 Jaguars here right off the bat here at Horizon High School. How about that? Willing scooped it up at the 31 and tight-roped the sideline down the near sideline, 69 yards, and the Jags leading at 6-0. If you try an extra point, it counts for 2 points. That's a little bit more tougher at the 10 and under level. If you run it or pass it in, which the Jaguars will try, it counts for 1. So the Jaguars, Keelan Moritomo is the quarterback wearing number 9. He will go out of the shotgun. Willing also in the backfield. He will line up to the right with 2 receivers. The Jaguars going for a 1-point conversion. And that is a quick snap here. Willing going to his left, takes on the defenders, lunges into the end zone for the 1-point conversion. It is 7-0 in favor of the Jaguars. 69-yard kick return by Willing, and then Willing taking it around the left side for the one-point conversion. It is 7-0 in favor of Anthem, right around about 9:30 remaining in the opening quarter. So a quick score for Anthem right off the bat. Taking a look at the starters for the Mountain Lions, Christian Alkis, wearing number 84, will be quarterbacking. Running backs to keep an eye on, number 6, McAvoy, Miglarini, 21, and Kason Myrick will also be the H-back. He'll be running back and wide receiver, number 12, Bast, and 78, Bradley Bishop for the junior Mountain Lions. Will get a lot of action on offense for the 10-er bunch. And all set to kick off, Colton Claiborne kicking from right to left for the Jaguars. They lead at 7-0, and Claiborne a squib kick to the far side, and it's going to be fallen on by the junior Mountain Lions at the 49-yard line. They'll have a good field position, first down and 10 from their own 49-yard line. That was scooped up over there by Colton Martin, and good field position for the Mountain Lions, first and 10 from their own 49-yard line. For Anthem, guys to keep an eye on defense, number 10, Croy Willing, who had the 69-yard kick return on the opening kickoff. Contreras, 24, Herrera, 1, Claiborne, 29, and Moritomo will get a lot of the tackles for Anthem. First down and 10 for the Mountain Lions from their own 49-yard line. They trail at 7-0, about 9:30 remaining in the opening quarter after the opening kickoff was returned 69 yards by Croy Willing of the Mountain Lion, or I should say of the Jags. First down and 10 from their own 49-yard line, the Mountain Lions, and a quick toss left side. This is complete, close to the first down marker, and that should be enough for a first down, making a leaping grab, Cameron Bast. It's a gain of 11 and move the chains for the Mountain Lions. They throw it on first down. It's first and 10. Junior Mountain Lions at the 40 of the Jaguars. Jaguars 2-0. Junior Mountain Lions 1-1. First and 10 for the Mountain Lions, the 40 of the Jaguars. And Alkis goes under center this time, and movement on the offense. Well, in fact, the defensive line jumped first. It'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Jaguars. It'll be first down and 5. Mountain Lions at the 35-yard line of the Jaguars. The entire defensive line, several members for the Jaguars moved right there, so it'll be first and 5. Well, now they're going to move it back. They're going to say they were motioned to jump offside. So, in fact, the penalty will go against the junior Mountain Lions. It'll be first down and 15, Mountain Lions from the 45 of the Jaguars. Anthem leading 7-0, just underway here at Horizon High School. A 2-receiver set on first down and 15. A play fake rolling right is Alkis, and he throws back into the middle of the pack. And a good pass rush that time by Anthem. It was Denton and also Haynes coming from his safety position. So Beckett Haynes, number 12 for the Jaguars, applying the majority of the pressure. It's second and 15 for the Mountain Lions at the 45-yard line of the Jaguars. Single setback with 3 receivers. Man comes in motion. They give it on the end around and nothing is doing. And maybe getting back to the original line of scrimmage was Kason Myrick. Claiborne and Contreras doing a good job to snuff that play out, and no gain on the play. It'll be third down and 15 for the Mountain Lions, the 45 of Anthem. About 7 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. It is 7-0 in favor of the Jags after a 69-yard kickoff return by Willing. The first down marker is the 30-yard line of the Jaguars. 2-receiver set. 2 backs in the backfield. Alkis goes under center, and they hand off to the tailback, and it's going to be a loss of about a yard. They hand it off to McAvoy. And coming up from the Safety position, Keelan Moritomo, who also doubles as quarterback, stuck his nose in. A loss of 1, 4th down and 16 for the Mountain Lions and the 46 of the Jaguars. Alkus would do the punting should the Mountain Lions try to punt it. But they will go for it, I believe, on 4th and 16. The Mountain Lions at the 46 of the Jaguars. Alkus rolls to his right and throws, and it goes incomplete, intended for Myrick here on the near side. Coverage over here by Peyton Contreras, and on downs, Anthem takes over 1st down and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Jags leading 7-0 after the 69-yard opening kickoff return by Croy Willing. 83 degrees out here, expected to get to 90. This is the first game out of 3. 10 under action. The Glendale Ridge Junior Mountain Lions against the Anthem Jaguars. They're 2-0. Keelan Moritomo is the quarterback for the Jaguars. 1st down and 10, Jaguars from their own 46-yard line. Contreras goes in motion. They pitch it to Willing going right, getting to the outside, has the 1st down and more down the near sideline. Tight ropes the sideline. He's going to go all the way for his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. It goes for 54 yards, and I believe that is going to count. It is now 13-0 Jaguars, right around 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. So Willing has touched the ball twice, and he's got 2 touchdowns, a 69-yard kick return. Now the 54-yard run from scrimmage by Willing, and the Jags up 13-0. About 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. So Croy Willing has done some damage for Anthem early on here, trying to run their record to 3-0. Keelan Moritomo is the quarterback. Croy Willing on the last 1-point attempt ran it into his left. He's the running back. Moritomo looks to throw, rolls to his right, buying time, being chased, and down he goes. He's taken down on the far side. A tackle on the far side and nothing doing. Luke James came in and snuffed that out, as well as Migliorini. So the 1-point conversion is no good for Anthem. They lead at 13-0, right around 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Matthew Neese, number 21, the return man for the Junior Mountain Lions, back to return this kick of Colton Claiborne. And they have done a lot of onside kicks. So the Junior Mountain Lions need to be on their toes. There was an onside kick on the last kickoff attempt. Claiborne to kick off for the Jaguars, and that is an onside kick attempt, but he pretty much missed the ball. It only went a yard. They have not whistled it dead. Now they do. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Junior Mountain Lions, I imagine at the 41-yard line of Anthem. Appeared that Claiborne took his eye off the ball. So the Jaguars leading 13-0, right around the midway mark of the opening quarter. 2 touchdowns by Croy Willing of the Jaguars. 69-yard kickoff return on the opening kickoff. Then his first touch from scrimmage, a 54-yard run around the right side. The Junior Mountain Lions 1st and 10 at the Anthem 40-yard line. McAvoy is the tailback with 3 receivers and movement on the defensive line. It'll be offside. They're going to say that the defender was drawn offside for the 2nd time. That'll be a false start against the Junior Mountain Lions, costing them 5 yards. 1st and 15. Ridge at the 45 of Anthem. Anthem up 13-0, about 5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. McAvoy, the single setback. Alkus throws on the run. It is complete in traffic. And off to the races. It'll be a first down and more. And it's going to be Colton Martin with a first down and more all the way down close to the 20-yard line, a pickup of 25. So Colton Martin making that catch in traffic for the Mountain Lions, a gain of 25, and it'll be first down and 10. Mountain Lions at the 20-yard line of the Jaguars. So the Mountain Lions on the move, first and 10 of the Jags' 20-yard line. Jackson McAvoy, the single setback with 3 receivers. Alkus goes under center, rolls to his right with a man in his face. Throws complete here to the near side to Martin. And it's a big stick on defense. For the Jaguars, Colton Claiborne and Contreras in on the tackle. It's going to be a loss of 4. Or I should say, rather than a loss of 4, they're going to give him a yard. It'll be second down and 9 for the Mountain Lions at the 19 of the Jaguars. Jaguars leading 13-0 on a pair of touchdowns by Willing. Second down and 9. McAvoy, the running back, with 3 receivers. They fake the end around. In fact, it's going to be a reverse to Martin, who goes left, and he's going to be hit and drop for a loss. Liam as well as Sebastian Shellman on the tackle for the Jaguars. A loss of 4 on the play back to the 23-yard line. It'll bring up third down and 13. Few changes coming in for the Mountain Lions on 3rd and 13. They need the 10-yard line for a first down. Mountain Lions trailing it by a score of 13-0 right around 3 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Christian Alkus is the quarterback under center. 3 receivers set, a passing situation. Martin goes in motion. A handoff going right this time and nothing doing. It was Contreras making the stop that time as they handed off to Jack Miglarini. Another loss on the play. Some great defense for the Jaguars. A loss of 4. It sets up 4th down and 17. Mountain Lions with the ball resting at the 27 of Anthem. They need the 10 for a first down. Anthem leading 13-0. Pair of touchdowns by Willing. 69 on the opening kickoff return and 54 on the first play from scrimmage. 4th and 17. Alkus throws into traffic and it goes incomplete. Intended for Martin. And on downs, the Jaguars will take over first down and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Anthem was a planned community, is a community north up on I-17 in North Phoenix. Got an outstanding program up there. Well, the Junior Mountain Lions out of Glendale. It is 13-0 Anthem. Pair of touchdowns by Willing, 69 on the kickoff return, the opening kickoff return. Willing scored the 1-point conversion on a run, and then he ran 54 yards from the first play from scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter, approximately first down and 10. Handoff going left this time and not much doing. The handoff was to Contreras, and the tackle made by Jack Miglarini. It'll be gain of a yard on the play. Well, check then. It'll be officially they're going to mark him down for a 1-yard loss. Miglarini losing a yard on the handoff, second down and 11. Jaguars from their own 26 trying to add to a 13-0 lead here, later stages of the first quarter. Keelan Moritomo goes over to the sideline as Anthem calls a timeout. Sponsorships this afternoon by the husband and wife law team. That's Mark and Alexis Breyer for wrongful death or injury claims. Go to the husbandandwifelawteam.com. Mark and Alexis Breyer, they've got some very good commercials on TV. And Shields Sporting Goods in Chandler. It's outside the mall down there in the north or southeast valley. It's a destination built to serve athletes, families, fans of all ages across Arizona and the East Valley. That's Shields Sporting Goods. From outfitting local teams to hosting in-store events, Chandler Shields is proud to support the games, moments, and communities that bring people together. So Anthem calling a timeout. They lead at 13-0 and a pair of touchdowns by Croy Willing. He returned the opening kickoff 69 yards. He ran in the one-point conversion. And then Willing ran 54 yards on the first play from scrimmage. First official possession that the Jaguars had. He took it 54 yards. The extra point run was no good. 2nd down and 11. Jaguars from their own 26. Contreras goes in motion. Back to throw. Maury Tomo being chased. Steps up, has some running room, cuts it to the near side. He's going to be dragged down here about the 24-yard line. Nice open field tackle by Miglarini. And I believe a face mask going to be called. It was a gain of 8. And Jack Miglarini may have gotten a face mask. They're going to mark that off against the Mountain Lions. A big gain for the Jaguars. Well, that is the end of the quarter. No face mask. That is the end of the first quarter with the Anthem Jaguars leading at 13-0.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team.
Start the second quarter. Anthem leading by a score of 13-0 on 3rd down and 3. And it's off to the races. A run here on the near side, and this is Willing with a 1st down and more. It's a 27-yard gain around the right side for Willing, who scored both touchdowns, eventually taken down by Jack Miglarini. So the first play from scrimmage, Croy Willing, who already has 2 touchdowns this afternoon, picks up 27 yards down to the 39 of the Ridge Junior Mountain Lions. Willing scored the opening kickoff, ran it back 69 yards, and a 54-yard run from scrimmage. And the first play from the official line from scrimmage for the Jaguars. 1 out of 2 in extra points running-wise for the Jaguars. It is 13-0 Anthem here very early in the second quarter. 4 10-minute quarters. 1st down and 10 for the Jaguars of the 39 of the Mountain Lions. Maury Tomo looks to throw. A penalty marker comes in, and the throw goes to the far side, and it was overshot. Intended for Claiborne on the far side. We've got a whistle and a penalty marker. 83 degrees. A week from today, it's going to be over 100, so we're fortunate this afternoon. They're going to wave off the flag. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Anthem at the 39 of Ridge Junior Mountain Lions. After the incomplete pass, Keelan Moritomo is the quarterback for the Jaguars, wearing number 9. Horizon High School opened in 1980 here at 56th and Greenway in Scottsdale near the Kierland shopping area. 2nd and 10, Jaguars at the 39 of the Ridge Junior Mountain Lions. Willing to the right in the backfield. Moritomo rolls to his left, looks to throw. Picks up a block, a penalty marker comes in, he throws, and it goes incomplete on the far side. Off the hands of Claiborne. I think we're going to have a hold, and we will, against Anthem. That'll cost him about 10. You could see that penalty from a mile away. So they'll march that ball from Anthem back to the 49 of the Mountain Lions. It'll be 2nd down and 20. Game 2 at 2 p.m. It'll be 13 and under. The Ridge Junior Mountain Lions out of Glendale against the Gilbert Lightning at 4 p.m. 8th grade, 14 and under Junior Huskies here out of Horizon against the Anthem Jaguars. 13-0 Anthem Jaguars. Here about 7 minutes remaining in the first half. 2nd down and 20. Anthem at the 49 of the Junior Mountain Lions. And a handoff going right this time as Contreras bounces to the outside inside the 35, the 30, and dragged down by Miglarini here on the near side at the 36-yard line, or I should say the 26. A 23-yard gain by Peyton Contreras around the right side, and Jack Miglarini's been a tackling machine for the Mountain Lions. A big gain around the right side for Contreras. It'll be 1st down and 10. Jaguars, the Mountain Lion 26. Carlson checks out for the Jaguars. They'll have a few changes here and there behind head coach Mike Sullivan. He's also the coordinator. Anthem 2-0 on the season. 1st and 10, Anthem at the 26 of the Mountain Lions. Anthem up 13-0, about 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Moritomo out of the shotgun, will look to throw again, has pressure, steps up, rolls to his right. Buying time, throws on the run, complete here to the near side, inside the 20. Down to the 18-yard line to Aiden Herrera. Good job by Moritomo to buy some time. And they picked up about 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line of the Junior Mountain Lions. And they may be getting a little bit tired as they've been on defense quite a bit. And a timeout is called, the second for Anthem. With about 5 minutes remaining in the half. Anthem trying to add to a 13-0 lead. We mentioned Shields Sporting Goods. Shields is honored to support the Arizona Youth Football League while celebrating athletes, teamwork, and the dedication it takes to complete to move up to the next level. Shields is down next to the Chandler Mall. Arizona Youth Football League represents everything Shields stands for: passion for the sport, commitment to community, and opportunities for athletes to learn, grow, and shine. That's Chandler Shields. Down in the southeast valley, just outside Shields Sporting Goods. 13-0 in favor of the Anthem Jaguars on a pair of touchdowns by Croy Willing. The 69-yard kickoff return on the opening kickoff for the 1-point conversion. Then the first play from scrimmage for Anthem. Willing ran at 54 yards around the right side. The PAT run conversion was no good. Jaguars 2nd down and 2 at the 18 of the Junior Mountain Lions. Moritomo out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw again. Rolls to his right. Buying time, being chased. Down he goes. Maglarini again with a tremendous tackle. A loss of 9 on the play. Jack Miglarini has been a tackling machine for the junior Mountain Lions. It'll set up 3rd down and 11. For the Jaguars, the 27 of the Mountain Lions. Moritomo couldn't find anybody open, so maybe give that a coverage sack. The first down marker is the 16-yard line for the Anthem Jaguars on 3rd down and 11. Willing is the tailback, the fullback, Contreras. Moritomo rolls to his left, throws, wide open, complete to Herrera, runs over a tackler, and he's down for a first down and a pickup of 12 down to the 15-yard line. Aiden Herrera was wide open and ran over a defender for the first down, 1st and 10. Anthem at the 15-yard line of the Junior Mountain Lions. Jags trying to add to a 13-0 lead here. About 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Anthem trying to extend their record here in week 3 to 3-0. Anthem 1st down and 10 at the 15 of the Mountain Lions. And that handoff is botched. And it's going to be recovered by Anthem. Getting on it for Anthem was Sebastian Shellman. So Anthem fortunate that they recovered the botched handoff. A loss of 6, 2nd down and 16. Anthem at the 21 of the Junior Mountain Lions. Anthem up 13-0, about 3 minutes remaining in the half. And a timeout is called by the Ridge Junior Mountain Lions. Mountain Lions will get the ball to start the second half as they won the toss and deferred to the second half. Junior Mountain Lions with a 1-1 record out of Glendale. Again, Shields Sporting Goods down in Chandler, we believe in cheering loud, giving back, and showing up for the people and programs to make Arizona a great place to live, play, and compete. Also powered by the Husband and Wife Law Team, husbandandwifelawteam.com for personal injury or wrongful death cases. Second down and 16 for Anthem at the 21 of the Junior Mountain Lions. Anthem has dominated the ball game so far. They lead at 13-0. Right around 3 minutes remaining in the half. Contreras checks out. Moritomo out of the shotgun, races to his right, slips a tackle, cuts back into the middle, stays on his feet, and finally dragged down right around the 9-yard line. Good job on the play to make the tackle, Luke James. But a good piece of running by Moritomo down to the 8-yard line and a pickup of 13. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for Jaguars at the 8 of the Mountain Lions. 4-down territory right here. As Anthem trying to add to a 13-0 lead, closing moments of the first half. Willing is the running back. He has 2 touchdowns today as Moritomo goes under center. Man goes in motion to the far side. Haynes, penalty marker, comes in. Moritomo rolls to his right. He's run out of bounds here on the near side. A penalty marker comes in. He was run out by Cinco Manis, the first guy to really get him out of bounds. But a pair of penalty markers come in. Moritomo with some good wheels. This one Let's see what the referees sort out. A late hit here on the near side. We may have offsetting penalties. We'll see. Illegal motion against the Jaguars. Personal, well, they're going to say personal foul. They also said personal foul against Anthem, a pair of penalties. So maybe 3 penalties. See what the referees. So a pair of penalties on that play. It'll be marked off against the Junior Mountain Lions. It was a late hit. And they'll spot the ball at the 6-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 1. I wouldn't think they would make it 4th down. You mentioned it probably should be 1st down, if anything, 3rd down. And it will be 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down and a yard for Anthem at the 6-yard line of the Junior Mountain Lions. Anthem leading 13-0, closing moments of the first quarter. Man comes in motion as Torres lines up to the right. Or I should say Herrera. Maury Tomo out of the shotgun on 3rd down and 1. The ball gets past him. He's going to fall on it back at the 17-yard line. They'll spot it at the 18. It's going to be a loss of about 11. May have taken his eye off that snap. It'll be 4th down and 12. A costly miscue by the Jaguars. It'll be 4th down and 13. Anthem at the 18-yard line of the Junior Mountain Lions. Closing moments of the first half. Jaguars leading 13-0 on a pair of touchdowns by Willing, 69 and 54 yards. Anthem needs the 5-yard line for the 1st down, and a timeout is called. Anthem needing to get their ducks in a row on 4th down and 13. Troy Willing ran the opening kickoff back 69 yards for a touchdown for Anthem. He converted a 1-point conversion on a run to the left. Then Willing also running 54 yards from the first play from scrimmage on the next possession for the Jaguars. The extra point running it from the quarterback, Maury Tomo, was no good, so we stand at 13-0 Anthem just before the end of the first half. The Ridge Junior Mountain Lions will get the ball to start the second half. They won the toss and deferred to the second half. So Anthem, after the snap that got past the quarterback, Maury Tomo, Anthem facing a 4th down and 13 at the 18-yard line of the Junior Mountain Lions. They need to get to the 5 for a 1st down. 85 degrees out here in, I guess, North Scottsdale, not way up north, but around the Kierland shopping area. 4th and 13 for Anthem at the 18 of the Junior Mountain Lions. The tailback is Willing. The fullback is Contreras. Maury Tomo rolls to left and throws into traffic, and it is complete. A nice throw to the complete to Hudson Barker for Anthem. And that's not going to be quite enough for a 1st down. They needed 13 and they got 12. Well, they're showing 1st down on the far side. So it was a 4th down try, and not picking up the 1st down was Anthem. So on downs, the Mountain Lions take over 1st and 10 from their own 6-yard line. McAvoy, the running back. Alcus is the quarterback. And he heaves it up here to the near side. It is complete to Bast, who is off to the races, and a touchdown saving tackle by Contreras at the 42-yard line, a pickup of 36. Cameron Bast got wide open and gets 36. Timeout for the Junior Mountain Lions as they're trying to get a score here before halftime, trailing 13-0 moments before the halftime break. And that 36-yard pass to Bast certainly got the Ridge Junior Mountain Lions out of the hole. The Mountain Lions get the ball to start the second half. Mike Sullivan, the head coach and defensive coordinator for Anthem, while Alex Myrick, the acting head coach. Danny Vinculato is not here today, the regular head coach for the Mountain Lions. So the Mountain Lions calling a timeout, trying to score here before the half. They trail at 13-0, closing moments of the first half here in game 1 of 3. It's 10 and under action. Junior Mountain Lions 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Alkus goes under center, throws over the middle. It is complete in traffic, and a pickup of about 6. Gets it to Matthew Neese, one of the biggest ball players on the team, the tight end, and a gain of 6. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Mountain Lions from their own 48. Rolling right is Alkus, and down he goes for a loss of 7. Tackle made by Beckett Haynes for Anthem. And that's a loss of 7, and Junior Mountain Lions call another timeout. They'll officially spot the ball at the 42 of the Junior Mountain Lions. Anthem leading 13-0 just before halftime. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Junior Mountain Lions at their own 42. They need to get across midfield to the 48 of Anthem for the first down, but not much time here left in the first half. No operating scoreboard, so doing our best to estimate the time. The 2 p.m. ball game is 13 and under, the Junior Mountain Lions against the Gilbert Lightning. The 4 p.m. ball game, it's 8th grade, 14 under Junior Huskies against the Anthem Jaguars. Again, the Junior Mountain Lions will get the ball to start the second half. They won the toss and deferred. Third down and 10 for Junior Mountain Lions from their own 42. Christian Alkus, the quarterback, goes under center. In trouble, and down he goes. It's going to be a big loss on the play. Leading the charge was Colton Claiborne, amongst others. Taken down back at the 35-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 7, bringing up 4th down and 17. Need to get to the other 48 for a first down. Closing moments of the first half. Anthem leading 13-0. Man goes in motion is McAvoy. And that play goes straight ahead. Not much doing. It was Christian Alkus on the quarterback keeper and a pickup of 5. On downs, Anthem will take over. First down and 10 at the 41 of the Junior Mountain Lions. Anthem leading 13-0 and a pair of touchdowns by Troy Willing, he returned the opening kickoff 69 yards for a touchdown. Ran in the 1-point conversion. Then he scored in a 54-yard run from the first play from scrimmage. Next time they got the ball, the PAT running it was no good. Rocky Blanco, number 13, checks in at linebacker for the Mountain Lions. Anthem first down and 10 at the 41 of the junior Mountain Lions. Man goes in motion. They pitch it. Going right this time. Into the open down the near sideline is Willing. Did he step out of bounds? They're going to say he did not. It'll go for 42 yards. That's the third time that Willing has tight-roped the sideline. It's now 19-0 in favor of the Jaguars just before halftime. The third touchdown of the game for Willing. That one goes for 42 yards. And just before the half, Anthem up 19-0. They'll try a 1-point conversion. They are 1 for 2 trying to run it in. Willing with 3 touchdowns on the afternoon, 69-54, now 42. Anthem with a 1-point conversion try. Keelan Moritomo out of the shotgun. He looks to throw and throws it incomplete into the middle of the field, into the end zone. Pressure applied that time by Matthew Neese. So the Jags 1 for 3 in PATs. That'll be, I believe, the end of the first half, with Anthem leading it by a score of 19-0. Left a 10-minute break here at halftime and back with the second half after this.
They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this.
But they're bigger than us.
They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Get ready to start the second half with Anthem leading 19-0. Anthem will kick off. Colton Claiborne, and back deep to return the kick is, well, in fact, it was an onside kick. That's the majority of the things that Anthem does, and it's recovered by the Mount Lions. So the Mountain Lions with good field position, first down and 10 from their own 47-yard line. In the first half of the Jaguars, 3 touchdowns by Croy Willing. Returned the opening kickoff 69 yards for a touchdown. He ran in the 1-point conversion to make it 7-0. Then he added a pair of touchdowns from scrimmage, 54 and 42 yards. The PATs trying to run it or pass it and were no good. So it is 19-0 in favor of Anthem as we start the third quarter. 4 10-minute quarters. Junior Mountain Lions first down and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Jackson McAvoy is the tailback. Christian Alkis, the quarterback, under center. He is in trouble, and down he goes. Gang tackled inside, and leading the charge for the Jaguars was Skylar Gustafson. It'll be a loss of 3, second down and 13. Mountain Lions back at their own 45. Danny Vincalato, the normal head coach for the Junior Mountain Lions. He is not here today. Alex Myrick, acting head coach. And for Anthem, Mike Sullivan, the head coach for Anthem. Anthem trying to run their record of 3-0, while the Junior Mountain Lions are 1-1. They're out of Glendale. Second and 13, Junior Mountain Lions from their own 45. Alkis out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion. A handoff inside. This is Myrick, and he's going to maybe get a half a yard at best. It was Contreras inside, making the stop, as well as Colton Claiborne. No gain on the play on the handoff to Kason Myrick. It'll be third down and 13. The first down marker is the 42 of Anthem. 83 degrees, expected to get to about 90 today. Third and 13, Mountain Lions from their own 45. We've got movement. It's going to be offside against the Jaguars. That'll move the ball to midfield, making it third down and 8 at midfield. Anthem leading 19, Anthem up 19-0 here early in the third quarter. Mountain Lions' first possession here in the second half. They won the coin toss, start the ball game, and deferred to the second half. And now illegal motion against the Mountain Lions. That's just going to reverse that offside against Anthem. So it will be back to being third down and 13, back at their own 45. We're at Horizon High School up here in Scottsdale, around Kierland shopping area, 56th Street and Greenway. Campus opened in 1980. The first down marker is the 42 of Anthem. Third down and 13. And again, a penalty and another false start against the Junior Mountain Lions. It'll be third down and 18. Back from their own 40. 3 touchdowns from Croy Willing for the Jags have put them up 19-0 here early in the third quarter. Third down and 18 for the Junior Mountain Lions, back at their own 40, and now this is going to be offsides against that right side of the defensive line. Here that it was Claiborne and maybe Gavin Roberts jumping across. So we've had 4 consecutive penalties on the 2 apiece, 2 on each side on the lines. So back to third and 13, Junior Mountain Lions from their own 45. Let's see if they can get this one off. Alkis rolls to his right, throws underneath. It's complete, and a gain of 3. Complete to Martin, taken down by Denton. Just a gain of 3, and that will set up a fourth down and 10. The Junior Mountain Lions from their own 48. Myrick checks in, checking out Easton McAvoy for the Junior Mountain Lions. Fourth down and 10. Junior Mountain Lions from their own 48. They trail at 19-0 here. About 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And a high snap. Alkus punts it here to the near side. Willing picks it up at the 37-yard line, races to his right. He's got good wheels. Off to the races, has one man to beat. 2 penalty markers come in. Willing slips a tackle, but finally, slipped another one. He's going to go in for touchdown, but most likely this is probably going to come back. It would be good for 63 yards, but we've got a pair of penalties. A 15-yard punt by Alkus. The return was good for 63 for Willing, but holding, and that one's going to come back. And we'll see where they mark this ball, spotted from the place of the foul. That would have been Willing's 4th touchdown of the afternoon, but it's called back. He returned the opening kickoff 69 yards for a touchdown, added touchdown runs from scrimmage of 54 and 42. They'll spot the ball at midfield after the penalty. It'll be 1st and 10. Anthem trying to add to a 19-0 lead here about midway through the 3rd quarter. Myrick checks in into the secondary for the junior Mountain Lions. Mountain Lions in the maroon and Anthem in the white and red. Getting ready are the Gilbert Lightning, the 13 in their group. Over near the baseball field here for Horizon. They'll be facing the 13 and under junior Mountain Lions. Anthem 1st down and 10 from midfield. Keelan Moritomo, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Fires here to the near side. It is complete. And it's Carlson making the catch, and he's going to be close to the 1st down marker. Taken down by Easton McAvoy. It's a gain of 9. 2nd down and 1 to the 41 of the Junior Mountain Lions. And the Junior Mountain Lions defense has been out there a whole lot today. Might be getting a little bit tired. Temperatures in the mid-80s, expected to get close to 90, but watch out for the end of next week. Temperatures expected to get over 100 degrees. Anthem 2nd down and 1 at the 41 of the Mountain Lions. Moritomo out of the shotgun. Contreras and Willing in the backfield. Moritomo will look to throw, rolls left. In trouble, and down he goes back at the 47-yard line. Easton McAvoy with the sack for the Junior Mountain Lions. It's a loss of 6, making it 3rd down and 7. Easton McAvoy with the sack. Jack McAvoy, I'd imagine his dad, defensive coordinator, linebacker coach for the Junior Mountain Lions. 19-0 Anthem here, about 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3 touchdown runs by Croy Willing of Anthem. The 1st down marker is the 40 of the Mountain Lions on 3rd and 7 for the Jaguars, the 47. A direct snap. Willing goes right into the open. It's going to be a foot race. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. 47 yards for Willing. His 4th touchdown of the afternoon. It's now 25-0 in favor of the Jaguars, right around the 2-minute mark in the 3rd period. Should say 3rd quarter. Touchdown runs of 69, 54, 42, and now 47 for Willing. 4 touchdowns for Croy Willing. Showing explosive speed on that one, and Anthem is 1 for 3 and 1-point conversion tries, either running or passing it in. They'll try for 1 again. Willing, the running back, lines up to the left of Moritomo, who will look to throw, has pressure. Being chased, in trouble, picks up a block back the other way. Moritomo heaves it towards the end zone. And it's complete for the 1-point conversion. Complete to Hudson Barker, and it's now 26-0 in favor of Anthem. And Moritomo really made a play there to get that 1 point. 26-0 Anthem here, about 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Anthem looking like they're going to run their record to 3-0. Arizona Youth Football League is powered by the husband and wife law team. Wrongful death or cases of that nature, wrongful injury, call the husband and wife law team. Or look it up on the internet, husbandandwifelawteam.com. It's Mark and Alexis Pryor. They've got a lot of commercials on TV and been around the valley for a long time. Colton Claiborne will kick off for Anthem. Miglarini is back deep, and this kick only went about 3 yards, attempting an onside kick, and he appeared that he almost missed the ball. It'd be a great field position for the Junior Mountain Lions, 1st and 10 at the 43 of Anthem. So the Anthem Jaguars, behind 4 touchdown runs by Croy Willing, lead at 26-0 here in the closing moments of the third quarter. Junior Mountain Lions at 1-1. With a 1st down and 10 at the 43-yard line of Anthem. Changes for the Junior Mountain Lions. Noah Tapia checked in, number 29 at the last second. He will split out to the left. 1st down and 10, Junior Mountain Lions at the 43 of Anthem. Alkis goes under center, and he throws that one behind the line of scrimmage to Miglarini, and he is hit and dropped on the far side for a loss. A loss on the play, Skylar Gustafson getting over, and it's going to be a loss of 6. 2nd down and 16. Junior Mountain Lions now back at the 49 of Anthem. It was a backward pass, so it was a running play essentially. Dangerous play indeed. 2nd down and 16. Mountain Lions, the 49 of Anthem. Alkis goes under center. And a handoff going right, now bouncing it to the outside. Miglarini gets the angle and inside the 40 and shoved out of bounds here by Anthem and Kalen Moritomo. It'll be a gain of 10 for Jack Miglarini, who's made a whole lot of tackles this afternoon around the right side. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Mountain Lions are the 39 of Anthem. Anthem with a 26-0 lead here. Closing moments of the third quarter. Temperatures in the mid-80s here at Horizon High School, up on 56th and Greenway in Scottsdale, up near the Kierland shopping area. 3rd down and 6. Mountain Lions. Movement in the backfield, and it's going to be called. Miglarini, one of the running backs, just couldn't hold tight long enough. It'll be a penalty of 5 yards against the Junior Mountain Lions, back to the 44 of Anthem. Bringing up 3rd down and 11. Mountain Lions, the 44 of Anthem. They need the 33 for a 1st down. Alkis takes off, and down he goes. A loss on the play. Liam coming up making the tackle for Anthem, and a loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 4th and 13. 4-down territory for the Ridge Junior Mountain Lions out of Glendale. They trail it 26-0. Final moments of the third quarter. They need the 33 for a first down. Four receiver set, single setback. It's McAvoy. They toss it to him. He lost the handle on it. It was a backward pass, and he's going to be tackled. He held onto the ball, and to make sure he was down was Gustafson and Contreras. A loss on the play, and on downs, Anthem will take over after the loss of 7. A couple of dangerous plays, and Anthem takes over 1st and 10 at the 46 of the Junior Mountain Lions. 26-0 in favor of the Jaguars. Closing moments of the third quarter. Another score, and it'll end up being a 30-point lead at least for the Jaguars, who would start the continuous clock, and Anthem calling a timeout. Thank you for being a part of the Shields family and for supporting organizations like the Arizona Youth Football League that inspire the next generation of athletes. Chandler Shields offers family fun attractions, including a 45-foot Ferris wheel, indoor Ferris wheel, a 16,000-gallon saltwater aquarium, and a 35-foot wildlife mountain, interactive arcade, miniature bowling and shooting gallery. You can also treat yourself to Fuzzy Wig's Candy Store and Gina's Cafe. That's Shields Sporting Goods down in Chandler. Closing moments of the third quarter, 26-0 Anthem Jaguars on 4 touchdown runs by Croy Welling. Returned the opening kickoff 69 yards, added runs from scrimmage of 54, 42, and 47 yards. Anthem 1st and 10 at the Mount Lions 46-yard line. Moritomo out of the shotgun, going to call his own number, takes off going left. Gets to the outside, check that. It is Claiborne down the near sideline. He checked in at quarterback at the last second. Finally shoved out of bounds here on the near side by Jackson McAvoy, and Colton Morton going to mark him out around the 14-yard line, but a penalty marker came in, and that may be in the vicinity of blocking the back against Anthem. So it's Colton Claiborne, the number 2 quarterback, who's checked in now with that 26-0 Jaguars lead here at the end of the third quarter. So that penalty against Anthem negates the big gain. They'll spot the ball at the Junior Mountain Lions 42. It'll be a gain of 4 on the play. And they're still saying that it's first down on the other side. That's, I guess, correct. 1st and 6 for the Jaguars at the 42 of the Junior Mountain Lions. Colton Claiborne now in at quarterback, wearing number 29 with 4 receivers. A big quarterback who awaits a snap on 1st and 6. Rolls to his right. Throws on the run and a little bit too low. Had a man around the 30-yard line that was intended for Liam. Closing moments here of the third quarter, 26-0 in favor of Anthem, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Anthem leading by a score of 26-0.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
So we start the fourth quarter. The Anthem Jaguars leading 26-0 behind 4 touchdowns by Croy Willing. Returned the opening kickoff 69 yards for a touchdown. Runs from scrimmage of 54, 42, and 47. They're 1 for 4 in extra point tries running or passing the ball in. Anthem 2nd down and 6 at the 42-yard line of the Junior Mountain Lions. Claiborne out of the shotgun, throws to the near side, and it's off the hands over here of Liam. Colton Martin nearly had an interception there. It goes incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Imagine the Junior Mountain Lions, their defense has been on the field all day long and might be getting a little bit tired. So Colton Claiborne has taken over at quarterback for Maury Tomo. And the Anthem in 4-down territory, facing a 3rd and 6 at the Mount Lions 42. Peyton Contreras, the running back. Herrera, the fullback, and under center is Claiborne. 3rd down and 6. They pitch it. Contreras with a big hole, has the 1st down and more into the secondary, and finally down right around the 29-yard line after a pickup of 14. Again, Jack Miglarini with one of many tackles this afternoon for the Junior Mountain Lions as the drive stays alive for Anthem. 1st and 10 at the 28 of Ridge. Out of Glendale. Should the Jaguars get over that 30-point lead, it'll start a continuous clock. They lead it 26-0 here, early stages of the fourth quarter. 1st down and 10. 4 receivers, Claiborne out of the shotgun, Contreras to his left in the backfield. Claiborne looks to throw, now going to call his own number and takes off to the right inside the 20, the 15, with blockers, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. 28 yards on the run around the right side by the quarterback Claiborne, and it's now 32-0 in favor of Anthem. Very early in the fourth quarter, and that'll start that continuous clock. So Claiborne around the right side, 28 yards. And now the Jaguars will go for the 1-point conversion, either running or kicking, or I shouldn't say not kicking, running or passing it. If they did kick it, tried to kick it, it would be a 2-point conversion. They are 1 for 4 in conversions. Contreras in the backfield, Claiborne under center. Now they switch. Aiden Herrera, number 1, the right running back, and this ball is fumbled, a fumble exchange. And they are now 1 for 5 in PATs as Anthem, and the score remains 32-0. Favor the Jaguars here early in the fourth quarter, but now we'll have a continuous clock with the 30-plus point lead for Anthem, whose appears their record will move to 3-0. The Ridge Junior Mountain Lions out of Glendale looking to probably will drop to 1-2. Things hold on here in the 2 p.m. ball game after this. Will be the 13 and under Ridge Junior Mountain Lions against the Gilbert Lightning. Then the 4 p.m. ball game, 8th grade junior Horizon Huskies against the Anthem Jaguars. Jack Miglerini will be the return man for the Mountain Lions. And Colton Claiborne will do the kicking. He just scored the touchdown for Anthem. It is 32-0 in favor of Anthem. Early stages of the fourth quarter. Anthem does a lot of onside kicks. And there's another one. It takes a high hop, and it is fielded around the 45-yard line. Fielded by Jackson McAvoy, and that is where the Junior Mountain Lions will take over 1st and 10 from their own 45. Again, the continuous clock with a 30-plus point lead for Anthem here, leading 32-0 early in the fourth quarter, and a timeout is called by Anthem. Be the Junior Mountain Lions 1st and 10 from their own 46. Anthem is a community, a planned community that was built up North Phoenix, up north of I-7, on I-17, north of the 101. So the Gilbert Lightning will be next. Be facing the 13-under Junior Mountain Lions. So a continuous clock will start as it's 32-0 in favor of Anthem. Junior Mountain Lions 1st down and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Alka's going to take it himself, going right. A penalty marker comes in. He is hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. But that is going to be a penalty. We'll see what happens. It'll be going against the Junior Mountain Lions. They move it back to the, that's going to be declined. There'll be a loss of 3 on the sack. Jax Harrison, number 70, was in on that play for the loss of 3. And also Contreras. 2nd and 13, Junior Mountain Lions, their own 43. That throw is thrown up and batted down for a moment. Bast had it. He was in traffic here right around midfield. Coverage in the vicinity, Myers, Parham, amongst others. Case and Myrick, number 1, checks in for the Mountain Lions. Again, a continuous clock for the ball game here in the fourth quarter with a 30-plus point lead, 32-0 in favor of Anthem. Mountain Lions facing a 3rd and 13 from their own 43. They need the other 44 for a first down. False start penalty against the Junior Mountain Lions will cost him 5 and move it back 5 yards to the 38. Third and 18. They start that clock up again. Movement again, another false start against the Junior Mountain Lions, moving it back 5. It'll be 3rd down and 23. Imagine at this stage of the game when you're down for both squads, when it's a 32-0 lead for Anthem here in the fourth quarter, their attention is going to start drifting a little bit. That is a timeout called by the Junior Mountain Lions. Arizona Youth Football League, powered by the husband and wife law team for the wrongful death, wrongful injury lawsuits, called the husband and wife law team. Husbandandwifelawteam.com. It's Mark and Alexis Bry. You've seen a lot of their commercials, I'm sure, on TV, the billboards. They're very well established here. Anthem with 4 touchdowns by Croy Willing. He returned the opening kickoff, 69 yards for a touchdown. Added runs of 54, 42, and 47. Then the last score for Anthem, a quarterback keeper by Colton Claiborne, 28 yards down the right side for the touchdown. So we're in a continuous clock situation. Third down and 23 for the Junior Mountain Lions from their own 33-yard line. Alkus in trouble. The ball pops loose. Picked up by McAvoy. Races to his right. Gets to the outside and simply just gets back to that original line of scrimmage at the 33-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play. It'll be second down. Should say they're putting it at 4th down now and 25 for the Mountain Lions back of their own 31-yard line. High snap and the punt is away. Takes a good roll and it's picked up at the 35-yard line on the far side by Hudson Barker, and he tiptoes the sideline far side for a first down. 46-yard punt that time. It was Easton McAvoy that got that punt away. The return was 18 yards by Hudson Barker. So we've got a continuous clock. And a timeout is called. The 2 p.m. ball game. 13 and under the Glendale Ridge Junior Mountain Lions and the Gilbert Lightning out of Gilbert. Warming up over near the baseball field here at Horizon High School, which opened in 1980, 56th Street and Greenway in Scottsdale, around the Carolyn Commons shopping area. Yet another one of the sponsors is Shields Sporting Goods. They're located down by the Chandler Mall in Southeast Valley in the suburb of Chandler. It's more than a sporting goods store. It's a destination built to serve athletes, families, and fans of all ages across Arizona and the East Valley. So we'll start the continuous clock again. Anthem will take over 1st and 10 from the Junior Mountain Lions 47-yard line. Anthem leading 32-0 here in the 4th quarter with a continuous clock. Colton Claiborne goes under center, and his handoff goes straight ahead. Jax Harrison getting the carry that time as he's checked in at running back and picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. So Harrison wearing number 70 in the backfield now for Anthem. They'll run their record to 3-0. It's been all Anthem this afternoon. They've led the entire way, and they have a continuous clock leading 32-0 here as time marching here in the fourth quarter. Herrera in the backfield. The tailback is Jax Harrison. On 2nd and 9 for Anthem at the 46 of the Mountain Lions. Claiborne goes under center. They hand off to Harris again. He lost the handle on the ball but recovered it. So that clock continues to tick. That'll be a loss of 2 on the play. Getting up a little bit slow for the Junior Mountain Lions, Porter Skelton, number 23, and he'll come out. So Skelton will come out for the Junior Mountain Lions. Again, the continuous clock. Gilbert Lightning looking a little bit like the old San Diego Chargers coming in that powder blue. Down to the left for the next ball game. Third down and 11 for Anthem at the 48 of the Junior Mountain Lions. Harrison again the tailback. They hand off on a little end around to Haynes going left. Getting to the outside, and he's close to the first down marker. Miglarini in on the tackle. This is close to the end of the ball game. It would almost look like 18 got the carry around that time. It's enough for a first down. First down and 10 for Anthem at the 37 of the Junior Mountain Lions. Jaguars leading 32-0. A continuous clock here as we're waiting for it to run out here in the fourth quarter. First and 10, Anthem at the 37 of the Junior Mountain Lions. A little collision there as that throw is a little bit low on the far side. Claiborne's throw a little bit low to Myers on the far side, but that clock will continue to move as we hopefully get this thing over with a continuous clock here in the fourth quarter with Anthem leading 32-0. Second down and 10 for Anthem at the 32 of the Junior Mountain Lions. Claiborne out of the shotgun with 4 receivers. Jax Harrison is the tailback. Claiborne going to take it himself going left. Taking down a group of Junior Mountain Lions after a 3-yard gain. Led by Blanco. Officially a gain of 2. I'll call it 1. We'll make it third down and 9. Anthem at the 36 of the Junior Mountain Lions, and everybody just kind of waiting for this clock to tick out here with the continuous clock. Anthem leading 32-0. And that is the end of the ball game with Anthem winning by a score of 32-0 behind 4 touchdowns by Willing. Their record moves to 3-0 while the Junior Mountain Lions drop to 1-2. So next ball